Alrighty, back again. Welcome back. We got the Barra 1866 here, and I found 3 other pellets I'd like to test. These are the Daisy 177 flat nosed, the Crosman domed. These are 7.0 grain. These are, doesn't say, questionable. I'm not sure what they are. And then we got the Gamo tomahawks, 7.56 grain. So I'm going to try them out and see if any of these 3 perform decent, and if they do, we'll compare them against the Winchesters, which are pretty much the best ones I've tried so far, and we'll see how it goes. Now there's going to be I've got a few rounds to the barrel. I should probably clean it to be completely fair, and should foul several shots in between pellets, but we'll get to that. We're just going to shoot through it. We'll shoot, like a 10-shot group or so, and see if they're group at all or if they're all over the place. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start out, we'll try the Gamo tomahawks. Stay. See how these do. About 10 yards here, we just running 5 pumps. Shooting off a bag, keep as steady as possible. Let's go for the top bullseye. Here we go. Order of operations. Hope you guys all been staying warm, getting ready for spring. We got a 57-degree day, like Wednesday or something, or Monday, or I don't know. It was last week sometime. It was absolutely beautiful. We need some more of those. Okay, that's a good start. I do like this gun a lot. It's a crap ton of fun. Family's going to enjoy shooting it. And by the time it comes around that they can shoot it, I'll know which ammo is going to work through it the best. Not terrible, not terrible. We're gonna give it a good group though. Want to make sure that we're getting a good accurate representation of the ammo. I've seen in the past where those Winchesters didn't start out so good, but by the time I got 10 or so through there, man, they were really just stacking. Which could easily be a fouling issue from running one different pellet to that one, but that's why we're going to do it this way. But I'm not going to lie, these Gamo tomahawks are actually looking pretty darn good. From what I can see through the scope anyways. Still picking up subscribers. Greatly appreciate that. Thanks to everybody who sticks around and watches my stuff. Again, my numbers on my videos are staying really high compared to normal. When I say normal, I mean I usually get, for the longest time, for probably the last year, I was getting 70 to 80 views per video, and that was about it, which is perfectly fine. I think there's still 70 to 80 people that continuously watch my stuff. I think it's pretty amazing. But ooh, last couple videos, man, I've been hitting in the 300, 400, 500 views. I know to a lot of people that's small potatoes, but I appreciate every single one of those views. So definitely, definitely enjoy it. Now this is the biggest downfall with running pellets in this thing. The scope doesn't help. It isn't bad. It doesn't get in the way much. It's just, I mean, it's pretty cramped in there, okay? And you got a decently sized thumb holding on to the pellet, trying to feed it in there and keep it so that it rolls. They have a little ramp there that helps you guide it in, but it doesn't help it keep from flipping on the course of dropping over the edge of the ramp. Oh, you dirty son of a gun. It's backwards. So yeah, if there's any one real setback with, you know, single loading pellets into a fucking pellet gun, they gotta have a good enough breech to get your big fat thumbs in there, because when they don't, it can be a real pain in the ass. Get a little testy there. See? Start getting your fucking emotions all up high and you forget half the equation. I should have known better. Okay, we're gonna go 2 more. I don't know if that's 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 or... I know what it ain't, and that is in there correctly. Sad part is if you put... You're going to be able to see this, but if you put the bolt in such a manner that it blocks the BB hole and prevents it from rolling down on the BBs, your big fat thumb can't get past the bolt to get the pellet in there. So you're kind of stuck just hoping it doesn't do that, or just wanting it to go in there. Just go to your home, man. Go to your home. I didn't pump it, did I? There we go. Yeah, not terrible. Not terrible at all. In case I struggle, I'll pump it. Come on. It's in there, but it might be backwards. So if this one flies all over the place, it's because it's backwards. No. Okay, so that did pretty good. We've already got a crazy long video it's going to turn out to be. So let's jump into these flat-nosed. I've had good luck with flat-nosed pellets for whatever reason, rolling in a lot easier and flipping over a lot less. 7 minutes of me fucking around with pellets. All right, let's go bottom left. It's like 28, 29 degrees out right now. Decent enough. Way better than them fucking single digits we were getting the other day. Get these the group. Again, we're not fouling anything in between. We're just jumping into it and shooting. So in reality, you could probably get a little bit more scientific if you wanted to. But I think the average person who owns one of these guns isn't out bench rest shooting it at 50 yards, eh? This is a great little beer can plinker. Even a little squirrel hunter up close. And I know my dad doesn't watch this stuff because he doesn't have social media, doesn't have a cell phone. Fuck, they ain't even got internet. He's barely got a telephone, okay? He's old school. He's not a technology kind of guy. So he's probably not going to see this. Somebody else in my family might, and they might show it to him. Probably not. But yesterday we went over to celebrate his 17 years of retirement, an early celebration of him and my mom's wedding anniversary, and it was great to see him. And while I was there, he handed me the hat that I had made for my grandfather when I was in Iraq. I had a whole bunch of hats with everybody's names made on the back, embroidered on the back, brought them home and gave them out to everybody. Well, that was fucking 19 years ago. Anyways, after my grandpa passed, my dad was over kind of going through some of the stuff and cleaning the house out and getting things taken care of. He came across that hat and he immediately thought that it should come back to me. He gave it back to me yesterday, and that was a fantastic feeling, man. I don't think I've hugged him so hard in all my life, but I appreciate that, Dad. Like I said, I doubt you're going to watch this because, well, you don't have anything to watch it on. But if somebody shows this to you, thank you. That meant a lot to me yesterday. I really appreciate that. Weather warms up, you'll see me sporting that kick-ass hat too. Everybody deserves a shout out sometimes, eh? Now that one's backwards. Can't trust it. I was feeling so good about these flatheads not giving me a single issue. One more. I don't know how many that is, but it's gonna be a fucking 45-minute video if I don't get to it. Rambling and shit. Getting all sappy. It's springtime, man. That's when the sap runs. Okay. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Now we'll give it one more, just to make sure that the barrel's fully seasoned in the last 5 or so. We're definitely where they should be. Come on, Betsy. Not terrible. I'm not going to be sad about that. Maybe not as tight as the tomahawks, but definitely not terrible. This lid isn't on right. Still not. Okay, next we're going to be looking at the Crosman domes. 7.0 grain. Fancy schmancy looking pellet. Let's see how they do. Oh, I'm not going to like feeding these in there. I can already tell I'm going to be struggling with them. They feel tiny. They're really short. Alright, bottom right. Point of impact is staying about the same though. That's good. That's really good actually. If you could switch between 3 different ammos and you ain't gotta fucking adjust your crosshairs. These are going to be the worst of all of them. I'll have to throw up a little graphic here. But they are the shortest of the pellets, and they're like putting a little round ball in there. Good luck getting that to land any way you want it. If you're still sticking around watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I like to keep my videos 10 minutes or under, usually. But, I don't know if that went down the barrel or... No, BB hole. Yeah, 10 minutes or under. People don't have all day to sit around and watch me fucking fiddle with this pellet here, but if you're still sticking around, I appreciate it. These turn out to be the best shooting ammo. I mean, great because they're cheap, and you can get them anywhere, but sad because they are easily, by far, the most difficult ammo to feed into this thing. Looking good, though. I do want to get some crony numbers. I don't think that rolled in the barrel when I or in the breech when I was pushing it. Hard to say. Appreciate my camera staying on this long. Look at that, 16 and a half minutes. Fuck. Okay, I'm not gonna fiddle with these. They're gonna drive me nuts. We're already getting long in the tooth, so just a few more shots. Just a few more lucky good ones. These are doing really well. Not happy with that. Got lucky, but it felt like a grindy when it went in there, so she's probably dented up pretty good. Ha! I would discount that completely. Okay, I would definitely discount that one because I think the skirt was fully bent on that fucker when I shoved it in there because it felt stiff. That one didn't feel much better. Two more. We got this. We can do this. Maybe if you got dainty little hands, you might be all right with this gun. But okay, last one. Preliminary results from here, though, through the scope, I would say that these are probably doing the best out of all the pellets I tested so far. Maybe even better than the Winchesters. I kind of janked that one. We better get one more. That one's on me. This will be a good one to finish, I hope. Okay, not bad. Not terrible. Stay. Let's go take a look. Okay, well, it's tough to really call at this stage. It's like the last three shots, I think, were this one, and this one. I could be wrong. There might be another one in there, but it looks like the last few shots there were definite outliers, and I cannot trust this one because I'm pretty sure that one came out crooked. So if you think of removing those last couple of shots, the vast majority of those shots cover a dime. I mean, that's not bad. But also in reality, a lot of these shots covered by a dime too. So a couple, 2, 3 or whatever out on the outside. Here, you only really got one on the outside. So, I think it's probably too tough to call. But, how can I put that? There we go. Stay focused. But we got that. And that. I would say maybe them Tomahawks did the best. It's really tough to say, hey? I mean, they were grouping up pretty darn good. They were just punching a hole, basically. But these ones didn't do too bad either. So I think it's probably a little bit too tough to call, but they all did good, and their point of impact was pretty much similar, just a little bit low and a little bit to the right. So I don't really think that we can... call one a winner in this scenario, and because the video is already like a mile and a half long, I don't think we should test them against these ones. I think we're just gonna kind of end it here with this is what it looks like, man. This is what we got, and honestly, it's not that bad. These were by far the most difficult to feed into the gun. So we gotta move this into a location where it's a little bit more convenient. These ones didn't do too bad, and the tomahawks actually surprised me the most because I wasn't expecting them to do so well. I haven't had much luck with the Gamo ammo out of any of my guns, so I would say if you hunted with any one of these guns 10 to 15 yards with this Barra 1866, you'd be in good shape. Fuck it, we got time for a little plinking. We use the daisies because they were the easiest to feed. I've adjusted the scope over 3 clicks over and 1 click up, so should be close enough. Let's see if we can hit them plinkers a couple times. I say easiest to feed. Yeah, it's testing me. Alrighty. Safety. A little low. This might actually make it a little easier to feed it too, because I gotta fight the table. Let's find out. Now, if I remember right, I got to hit this paddle more towards the top in order to reset it. Otherwise, it hits it. It just doesn't got the leverage to do its job. Go. I do like that target. That's perfect for plinking in the basement. I'm hoping to have my shooting range done here soon. Probably won't be till friggin' next summer. Or, I don't know. Once that weather gets nice, the last thing you want to do is work in the house, eh? Yeah, really lucky with that one there. Alright, let's see if we can reset this, shut her down, call her a day. Let's leave that open for now. Here's the dog jingling. Alrighty, that's going to be it. Thanks again, everybody, for watching, staying tuned. I greatly appreciate it. On to the next adventure. Camera's on fire.